One person is dead following a shooting in Rapid City this morning. How the investigation led police from the crime scene to a home where possible suspects were holed up. Plus, how a new restaurant is bringing Native American culture and cuisine to Sioux Falls customers. Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Police are investigating a shooting that's left one person dead, another injured in Rapid City. The shooting happened Friday at a motel on East Boulevard North. Officers found one person dead inside the building. Another person was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers later stopped a suspect vehicle in the area of Nolan Street and Farlow Avenue, but police say the people inside the vehicle ran off to a nearby home. After several minutes, those people did come out to be questioned by police. There's no word yet on any arrests. The South Dakota Farmers Union is turning to Facebook to share why people in the agriculture industry got their COVID-19 vaccinations.
So we've lost a lot of family members in Farmers Union and in South Dakota, not to mention about the rest of the country. You know, I personally know several people that have attended their funerals this year, and we shouldn't have had to have.
Farmers say they hope sharing their stories on social media will get reluctant farmers to get their vaccinations. Well, it's hard to think of more than 20,000 people crammed into a stadium right now, but that's the hope for September 8th in Brookings. SDSU and First Premier Bank announced Friday they're organizing Jack's Bash 2. The concert will feature the Zach Brown Band and Fall Out Boy at Dana Dykehouse Stadium.
I think it's time we get back to celebrating. I think it's time we get back to get together. We'll all be vaccinated by then. We'll be ready to go September 8th, Brookings, South Dakota. It'll be a big event.
This is a deal, you know, Dana's generosity is to make it an affordable night for folks to come out and enjoy a concert of this level, and I think that's one of the things that makes it truly unique.
Ticket information will be released early next week. Organizers say if the pandemic is not under control by then, they're ready to make adjustments. A new restaurant opened in Sioux Falls Friday by celebrating Native American culture and tradition. The Watcha Bowl restaurant offers customers a full menu of traditional Lakota food. The owner choked back tears as he welcomed his first customers.
Really emotional time. Like, it was a very big, proud moment. I've been a lot of places in my life, and I never thought this would be one of them. So it means a lot for me to be standing here with you guys today.
In addition to running his restaurant, owner Lawrence West will also operate 2 food trucks in town. The restaurant is open daily from noon to midnight. Let's get our first check of the forecast now with meteorologist Brian Karstens in the Storm Center. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. Well, weather for the week, pretty wet for many of us, and that included Sioux Falls. We finished the week with almost 2 inches of rainfall, and now we're looking at all the numbers that stack up the past 30 days. Look at the contrast here. You've got almost next to nothing in Mobridge, and meanwhile, many spots in the east and the southeast are running over 200% of normal moisture. So we'll continue to watch how that story changes in the week ahead here. Winds are forecast today to be fairly light out of the west-northwest, or fairly light in speeds at least. But I do think that as we get into the forecast tonight, another surge of wind coming into Rapid City, and that will likely overspread many areas tomorrow into Monday. And we'll talk more about that, Perry, coming up in just a few minutes.
Much, Brian. While the top bull riders in the world are competing in PBR Unleash the Beast at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. The action gets underway at 6:45 p.m. The event will be selling at 100% capacity. Tickets are available at the KELOLAND box office. Dress for Success Sioux Falls is hosting a spring closet sale from 9 to noon at MB's downtown gym. When you make a purchase, you have the opportunity to come back for a bag sale from 1 to 4 p.m. Anything you buy, anything you can fit in the bag is $20. Masks are required for all shoppers. Gift of Hope is an outdoor candlelight vigil fundraiser benefiting Catholic Family Services. The vigil begins at 8:15 in front of St. Joseph Cathedral in Sioux Falls and includes music and a message from Bishop Donald DeGrood. The Arabian Horse Society of South Dakota is hosting the 50th annual Spring Arabian Horse Show this weekend at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. Activities get underway at 9 a.m. Sunday's events start at 8 a.m. Also at the fairgrounds, it's the final weekend of the season for Benson's Flea Market in the Expo Center. Today's hours are from 9 to 5. Sunday's hours are 10:30 to 3. Admission is $2.50 for adults and free for children 12 and under. The Face Behind the Mask, Disguising the Inner Soul, is an exhibit at the Heidi Dalrymple Gallery on the campus of Augustana University, exploring the historical and cultural significance of masks. Today's hours are from 1 to 4. Admission is free. The exhibit runs through April 16th. Brian?
All right, as we look at weather and recapping the story there, we've got rain today in parts of Iowa and Missouri, well to our south, but we do expect that this system to the south will eventually get wrapped up into a larger, interesting pattern as we begin next week, because we've got a system up here just off your screen in North Dakota, a little bit of snow up here tomorrow morning. That's going to drag in northwest winds, and that'll be pretty commonplace tomorrow. Strongest winds will be found in western South Dakota. Now, watch this low over Wisconsin. This area is actually going to retrograde and combine with an area of low pressure over northern Minnesota. And then this whole gyre is going to spin away and become a very effective mechanism at producing snow in northern Minnesota and North Dakota next week. There's snow around there on Monday, snow around on Tuesday, could even snow into Wednesday. So I guess that's one way to get moisture for North Dakota. They're in a real pickle right now with very low amounts of moisture the last several weeks. Now, meanwhile, while that's going on, we've got another low coming in out of Colorado and Wyoming. That's going to be a snowmaker for Denver, and it could be a snowmaker for Rapid City and western Nebraska. We've got time to watch that, but all signals are pointing towards some accumulating snow there. And, of course, all of this is going to mean below normal temperatures. Yeah, we kind of miss maybe the 70s and 80s. Maybe that was too early, too much for some of you. So we're going to backtrack and go back to highs in the 40s for many of us this week. And you bet there's a mention of some snow tossed in across the Black Hills by the end of the 7-day. Even early in the next week here, we've got Watertown could get a little snow on Monday. Highs today, though, comfortable, upper 50s and low 60s. Enjoy the afternoon. Lows tonight, upper 20s, low 30s. Big acceleration on the wind coming into Rapid after midnight, 30 to 60. And that wind will expand to Phillip and Pierre tomorrow, 20 to 40, pretty common. Sioux Falls will go 15 to 30 late in the day. And then we'll see more wind as we get into Monday. Cooling down, we'll struggle to hit 50 Monday. I think we're stuck in the 40s at least for Tuesday and Wednesday, and it may linger a bit longer. But right now, Sioux Falls, we're not putting any organized rain or snow chances in yet. Aberdeen could get touched by that, though, on Monday, and then maybe by Friday. We'll see how those systems come along from the west. And Pierre, generally speaking, cooling down. Again, we're probably better on that moisture chance in western South Dakota starting about Wednesday night into Thursday into Friday. And that could be a pretty robust system. Check out details with our Storm Center update at KELOLAND.com.